The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
A man, is it the power in his hands? Is it his quest for glory? Give it all you got to fight to the top, so we can know your story. Now you're a man, man. Now you're a man, man. You are now a man, you're a man. Now you're a male. Live it. What makes a man? Is it the woman in his arms? Just 'cause she has big titties? Or is it the way he fights every day? No, it's probably the titties. Now you're a male. Oh my. Now you're a male. Now you're a male. M-A-N, man. Now you're a moron.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm kind of retarded.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Friday night. We are coming to you with a spicy one tonight. We got some topics to talk about. We got some things that are going pretty crazy. We're gonna differentiate from what we normally talk about: entertainment, comics, stuff like that. We're talking about some current events. With me, as always, my boy Tommy Gunn.
What's up? It's Friday. We're going to go down a nice trail tonight. Something a little different, but I think it'll be good. Stay tuned.
Jumping in here is the channel dad himself, Brian Lake. He left. That man chuckling, Dr. Coffin Nails.
Good evening. Maybe if you have time later, I'll tell you about my shitty day.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we can talk about that. Last but not least, the mover, the prime mover.
It's the prime mover here. Friday night. You're a man. We got a lot of rabbit holes to get through.
Yeah, buddy. I see you, Superfan Adam Shawhan, in the comments. He says, thumbs up. Appreciate it. We are live right now on Facebook, YouTube, and Trovo, but we're probably going to get kicked off of something tonight because the FBI's got some serious Overwatch going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
Overreach, I guess I should say. The IRS is going to have some serious overreach.
More like reach around.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
First off, let me just read to you what I seen online. Requirements. This is slightly frightening. The IRS. This is comes to you from Market Watch. The IRS. They're going to they're going to be they're hiring 84,000 more employees to go after us civilians to perform audits, to do things. They're supposed to be for the Treasury Department. However, I don't know. These Treasury departments are required to carry a firearm and be willing to use deadly force to serve warrants. That's quite scary. So, what are you guys thinking about that? Like deadly force?
Yeah, the whole thing sounds suspect to me.
Ooh, they took the ad down for the job, dude. Holy crap! Because they're probably getting a lot of pushback.
Yeah, you got to think about who are they hiring? What's the education level? What's the skill level? Are they going to be veterans? Are they going to be people off the streets like TSA? I mean, come on now. They're basically deputizing them.
Yeah,
I will say
Right.
DeSanchez is going to be.
Did you say DeSanchez?
You know what I mean. But I know he's going to be hiring ex-military to start teaching in schools.
The Dirty D.
Yeah.
Dirty DeSanchez. That's his new name. I'm calling it like that. DeSanchez. That's great. Yeah. There's just so much that's been going on this week. I've been trying to keep an eye out for things that has caught my interest. How much money have we sent to Ukraine recently? Like we're just keeping on laundering our money. Israel forces enter emergency mode. This was August 5th. Ukraine accuses Russian of strikes on nuclear power plant. China cutting off climate talks fundamentally. Russia accuses Ukraine of nuclear terrorism. A great shot of the Iron Dome in Israel. Islamic Jihadist says 100 rockets fired at Israel from Gaza. I mean, we got a lot of things going on right now. This is just it's almost like drinking from a fire hose. Yeah. We've all been warning everyone that the feds are being weaponized against us. Yes, exactly.
Well,
the families, like when they were having the when they were having like the school parent teacher conferences and whatnot, and they were having open forums, like the parents that stood up against the people were being put on the watch list from the FBI.
Right.
They considered them domestic terrorists.
Even if you lean right or you lean left in this situation, this is bad for both sides.
Yeah.
Like, they ain't just coming after right-wing people. They're going to come after anybody that they feel is a threat to them.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But that's what banana republics do. It's scary times we're living in, man. It's definitely, you know.
Yeah, I feel like I think it was Jefferson that said who governs best governs least, and we're just seeing everything's ratcheting up. It seems like to where they're just gonna like the IRS was to a point where audits were almost a thing of the past, unless you were doing some really shady stuff. You weren't, the average American never had to worry about getting audited like they did back in the 60s and 70s. And now they're gonna bring it back. Why? That can't be good. I mean, it's like,
well, because those people that I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I that's all I had for that. What were you going to say?
The people that were growing up in the 60s are now in government.
Right.
They're of the age where they're all, senior or middle or senior level people in government. So that can explain one attitude about it.
Right. Lindsay has a great point. Those that are not a fan of Trump think It won't happen to their favorite candidate. I've got some property in the Caribbean island to sell. Exactly. You know, there was a meme floating around for the longest time, and it had a picture of Trump, and it's like, they're not coming after me. They're coming after you. I'm just in the way.
Yeah.
They want our rights.
Oh, yeah.
I know it's gonna be, you know, a thing to go against YouTube, but they've been coming after our rights for some time.
They're doing something, and it's a chess. You got to look at the bigger picture. It's a chess game, and right now we're losing. I don't know what the end result is, what they're looking for. Some say globalism, weaken every country until they have to come together.
Right.
I'm reading wild stuff about, I don't know how true it is, so don't hold me against it, but I'm reading that they're paying farmers not to farm. Is that true?
Well, they've been doing that for a while.
Yeah, to manipulate markets and stuff. They've been
right.
If farmers, for instance, corn, if farmers grow over a certain amount of percentage of corn, the government will pay them to destroy the what they've done over.
Right.
Well, what they're doing now though is they passed something. It's a bill saying, it's basically talking about rejuvenating the soil. So you'll grow one year and then you don't grow the next year. And it gives time for your soil to grow, get replenished.
That's never happened.
Yeah. But that's what they were talking about in that new bill.
Right, but we've been farming the land.
There's rotating crops. I mean, that replenishes it. But I mean, I don't think just letting it set fallow is going to replenish anything.
No. We've been farming this land for millenniums, and they've never talked about that. That's never been a thing.
Oh yeah. Well, I know if you like, even people that garden, if they let their garden grow, just sit there for a few years, it's like starting all over. You got to auctionate the soil and everything.
Right.
Yeah, not to mention the food processing plants have burned down eerily, similar to events that lead to Holodomor. I don't know what that is, but I'm going to Google it real quick.
What should be a little bit
I've never heard of it either.
What should be more concerning is that China and Bill Gates, for instance, is buying up all this land, farmland, and people are thinking that they're going to control the crops.
Well,
Holodomor, also known as the Tariff Famine or the Great Famine, was a man-made famine in Soviet Ukraine from 1932 to 1933. They killed millions of Ukrainians. The Holodomor famine was part of the wider Soviet famine of 1932 to 1933, which affected the major grain-producing areas of the country. Around 3.5 to 5 million were in the death toll.
Didn't they have signs that said, "Do not eat your children, that is bad"?
Probably.
Because I remember someone was telling me about it, because we got on the subject, and they said they had signs there stating that eating your children was bad because people were doing it.
All right, so one of the most popular questions is, why did Joseph Stalin do Holodomor? The Holodomor death toll, and unlike other famines in history caused by blight or drought, this was caused... What is that?
Someone's car's getting jacked.
Oh, good.
Was caused when a dictator wanted to replace Ukraine's small farms with state-run collectives and punish independence-minded Ukrainians who posed a threat to his totalitarian authority. I'll be able to say it one of these days. So yeah. Oh, hey, what's up, Milton? How's it going? He was on Adam's stream earlier, continually calling us names, but whatever. It's fine. Yeah. Anyway, so I mean, yeah, it does sound a lot like Holodomor. That sounds like something out of Harry Potter.
Well, now they're, the whole electrical thing. They're pushing for them electrical cars. Well, now they're pushing that you're going to get any company that sells an electric car that's not finished manufactured in the U.S. will get a huge tax on it. So it's going to jack the price of the electric cars up. The only one that'll be okay with it is Tesla. And they all dumped their stocks into Tesla when that getting pushed.
He was on Adam's string earlier, continuously calling us names that sounded so depressed. And are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Are you fine? Anyway,
I don't know what it is with electric. The guy tried to push an electric car on me the last time I rented a car. I'm like, I've got to go like 150 miles each way. I don't want to have to stop and recharge. You can't find a recharge. You can't be guaranteed to find a damn recharging station.
Well, here's the bad part. They give you the stats on what the mileage is, but they do the stats for summer. See, winter, you got to create heat for the heat in the car. That's a dead short.
Yeah.
That kills the battery in half.
Mm-hmm.
And so your mileage gets cut in half during the winter time.
Well, thank you, Milton. I appreciate that. Also, did you know that there's certain settings that Tesla itself can put in your car?
Yeah.
Just like, for instance, there was a hurricane or something. I don't remember exactly where it was, but I do remember Tesla putting out a statement that everyone within the affected area, their cars will be turned to emergency, and they will have whatever their battery it'll be amplified, which means if you have like a quarter of a battery, you now have a half a battery. So if they can mess around with your settings like that, what are you trying to do?
Well, just like you can buy a Tesla and it's stock, and you can pay an extra 10 grand and they'll update it to make it go faster.
Huh.
Right.
That's weird.
Just an update. So that means they have basic programs in there to make the car seem like it's slow.
Right.
Throw all the power down and everything.
They put a governor in there.
Yeah, nobody wants a governor, man. If I'm buying something, I want it to be like crazy fast.
Hello, governor.
But I will say a Tesla will outrun a GT 500.
Dang, Dr. Governor, what kind of car was that? It sounded pretty good.
I don't know. It just went back through the alley back behind my garage.
That thing sounded gnarly.
It didn't sound too bad, actually. Now, remember catalytic converters? How everyone they'd make you put those on there, and then as soon as you got the car, you'd either take them off yourself or find someone who knew how to take them off, so you'd get better performance.
I remember one time we were enjoying some beverages at my house, and my best friend decided it was a great idea to cut his muffler and catalytic converter off at 1 o'clock in the morning with a Sawzall at 1 a.m.
So a normal Tuesday night for you.
Yes. Actually, I want to believe, I bet you it was a Tuesday.
So if you're going to delete the cap, you bust all the it's like a metal material kind of stuff inside of it, and then you run a straight pipe through it, weld it back, and then weld the cap back on so it'll still pass inspection.
So it still looks like it's functioning, but really there's a pipe going right through the Now I wish I would have thought of that.
And if a person steals it, they're not going to make no money.
No.
Because all the material's gone.
Also, most cars have 4 O2 sensors, 2 in front of the catalytic converter and 2 behind the catalytic converter. Yes. You can go down to Advance and buy a $25 per item per O2 sensor box that you cut the wire on the O2 sensor and you stick the wire in, and it fools the computer system that says that you have your back O2 sensors, so you can take them out, and then you can cut the catalytic converters off, run your pipe through, do whatever you want, and it'll fool the EGR system and say, hey, we've got rear O2 sensors, the catalytic converter, everything's good, we're good, like everything's cool. For $50 on a V8 or whatever, you're good to go.
Well,
and why would someone want to do this?
For noise and
gas mileage.
Fun.
Oh, I gotcha.
You actually get better gas mileage.
And you get better performance too, really.
Yeah, I mean, if you've got a race car or something like that, the more resistance you have to the breathing, like imagine your body, you inhale and exhale. That sounded congested. I'm not congested, but anyway, if you have,
I think Seth has a catalytic converter in his lungs.
Right, but if you have something restricting your breathing, you can't run as fast.
Yeah,
right, like a wet T-shirt,
kinda.
Or
so
like a surgical mask.
By cutting out the catalytic converters, you're freeing up the exhale of a car.
Yes. But you're also killing the life of it, because a lot of people don't understand those cats get clogged.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And once they get fully clogged, you're not having hardly any exhaust come out. It's going to run like crap. And the newer cars are starting to work out where it burns it out. So it just still puts it out in the atmosphere, whatever comes out of it.
Mm-hmm.
But your mid 90 to 2010s, once the cat's gone, you got to pay to get that one cut off and a new one put on.
Yeah, no thanks. I'll do that myself. I've got a Sawzall.
Oh yeah.
So
Sawzall takes care of any problem.
There's a place up here that it's a Firestone, and 5 of their cars in one night, someone came and cut theirs off at Firestone. So
man, they got the jackpot. Yeah, because they're supposed to be like palladium and
platinum.
I mean, all sorts of like rare earth metals that are supposed to be in there.
So
like fiberglass, ain't it? Ain't a lot of fiberglass in them.
The newer ones do have fiberglass. It's a type that doesn't burn so easy. So what a lot of people are doing is welding rebar on to where it's harder to cut off. But the only thing you really got to do is take spray paint and just spray a line across your cat, because no scrapyard will take a converter now with spray paint on it. So it's harder for them. Now you could probably get paint thinner and get it off, but
man, we have spiraled.
Yes.
23 minutes in, we're talking about catalytic converters and hot rods.
Well,
anywho,
speaking of
that's
spiraling,
my fault.
How about Heish Dead at 53?
Yeah, that was.
Wasn't she on? Wait, who was she?
She was Ellen DeGeneres' wife for a while.
Oh yeah, and it wasn't. Oh yeah, she probably had something to say, and nobody wanted her to say it.
She crashed into a house, and then the house caught on fire and burned her in there, and I mean, killed her right off. But they kept her going for a little bit.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, she was had massive burns. She's probably better off not being around anymore.
Yeah, they declared her dead like this morning.
Yeah.
Only young tender age of 53.
Didn't the girl
she was in She was in a movie with Harrison Ford, wasn't she?
Yeah, 6 Days, 7 Nights.
Yeah, there you go.
1998.
Wonder what she knew. Probably a lot.
She knew how to do a lot of drugs, apparently, so that might have something to do.
Yeah.
Apparently, they said after her breakup with Ellen that her life started to spiral. So it was about a good 10, 15 years of her not doing so well. So
yeah.
Just thought I'd put that out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trump's house was raided, Mar-a-Lago.
Yeah, that's effed up.
Yeah. What were they looking for?
I think supposedly the official story is he took some documents from the White House that he wasn't supposed to take, but I mean, he is a former president, so he's been debriefed on all that stuff. So I mean, he's a security level whatever. I mean, plus the Clintons took crap loads of stuff out of there, like
They took furniture,
dishes, silverware,
dishes,
furniture.
everything. Yep.
Yeah, so
Right.
and they didn't
but
get
also, But also didn't the FBI apparently set up a safe room in his house in June?
Oh, that I didn't hear about.
Yeah.
I mean,
go ahead.
they said that they had, like, the media was like, oh, well, they broke into Trump's safe, this, that, and the third. But it was just a room with a padlock on it that the FBI had set up a month earlier.
Oh, okay.
But ain't it when a president leaves office, ain't the FBI supposed to still continue protecting him? That's what I thought.
Well, that's the Secret Service.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was mistaken.
Secret Service, weirdly in charge of anti-counterfeiting and protecting the president. So I don't know why those two things are what they do, but
so Steven Seagal is trending right now on Twitter. Apparently, the Daily Mail quoted him. Putin's biggest fan is Steven Seagal, calling himself a diplomat as he appears on Russian state media.
Okay.
Oh, Steven.
See, I hate to see where we're at in 10 years. After seeing what I saw with them raiding an ex-president's house and everything, it's just getting worse and worse.
Yeah, it's a slippery slope. I mean, we're good,
Yeah. Well, the problem of it is, though, is like people should really be paying attention to this. Like, he was targeted for being political opposition, and everybody's okay with it. I mean, Stephen Colbert's laughing, calling it Christmas. Eric Swalwell laughed, calling it, just laughing, haha. And I mean, like, these guys think it's funny, but what happens when it's one of their people?
Yeah, well, the fact that someone who may be running for political office in 2 years, he hasn't said it, he will or won't, is the target of a government, operation like that. I mean, that was a former president that might run again. I mean, that's unprecedented in this country, I think. I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't think I am.
But like, you go to Google search and everything, you can see with my computer, you can see how many times people have searched up words and phrases. And you type in Trump for the past 3 months, that's been the top name search.
Well, I bet.
He is popular, and nobody can say he's not.
No.
And I feel like his numbers are growing.
Oh, without a doubt, man. I mean, the dude's the most popular president in our lifetime.
Oh, easily.
What's up, David? Did you get your phone figured out, man? David's on Facebook. You know what? Let's see. Let's see here.
So I'm still curious. So from what I read, the IRS is now buying ammo, a ton of it. What are they exactly planning on doing? Like,
it's the magic question, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think it's since 2012 they purchased $11 million worth of worth of ammunition.
Yeah.
It's a lot of ammo.
Oh, heck yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Are they making a inside government, basically military, basically?
Well, you remember Barack Obama said that soon there'll be a civilian force that's equally funded like the military and have just as many powers.
Yeah. Hey,
I mean,
guys,
I may
check
be
the,
butchering it, but
Yeah,
check the
I'm
private
fine.
chat.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
Okay. You guys down below?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Just double checking.
Affirmative on my end.
All right. I like to make it
pass.
I like to make it a, just double check. So, but yeah, that's, yeah. I don't know, man. This whole thing in a nutshell is just, it's everything. Nothing is passing the sniff test. Everything is kind of weird.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't like it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's pretty scary out there. But I mean, if you look at it in a positive light, it may be just that they know midterms are coming. They may be about to lose. They may be about to lose a lot of power, including the House and the Senate. So I mean, this could be just like a last. Yeah.
Well, you don't
could be like a last gas
auxiliary.
situation.
Whoops, sorry.
What's
you
up,
don't
David? How you
grab
doing, man?
auxiliary power if you're going to win elections.
Yes.
Right.
Ooh, speaking of that, have you seen? Let me see if I can find the meme. Have you guys ever heard of a mule party?
No.
All right, so in Arizona, they're having what they like to call a mule party. Well, let's see, share screen. A Dropbox tailgate party. We've already run off one mule. Because they're gonna do the same thing. So people are starting to tailgate these drop boxes to make sure that they are on their P's and Q's.
It's a good idea, but you would have to make that really popular to be effective.
Right.
Well, it's on Facebook, it's on Twitter.
Yeah.
A lot of people are doing it.
Oh, well, then that's great. I'm happy for it then.
We're having Dropbox tailgate parties. We ran off one mule by just sitting here. Every state allowing drop boxes should be doing this. I'll be spending the night outside with like-minded people. They just get together and chill.
Yeah.
I mean, the only way that you have a problem with that is if you,
right.
If you're down for the
stuffing them.
But
yeah, or stuffing them.
Hopefully, they have at least a camera dedicated to watching that, because then it's he said, she said kind of deal. You need evidence.
Yeah, you need constant supervision and oversight so that they're not accused of doing stuff that they're not doing. Basically, is what you're saying, right?
When they start to vote, they'll say these people are trying to scare people not to vote, and they'll try to kick them out.
Right.
That's exactly the excuse they used in the Civil War. Hey, we can't have these Republicans watching us vote. They're intimidating. Meanwhile, I did a thing recently, looked at the history of the Democrat Party, and it's scary how many times in history they've done this, voter intimidation.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah. I mean, this stuff's crazy. Voter intimidation is huge. I mean, why wouldn't you want to intimidate people and force them into voting your own way? Oh, wait, that's right. It's fascism.
But it's, no. It's Passover. We paint a blue C on our door, and we get a pass.
Lindsay says, that's my state. Seeing that makes me a proud Arizonian. Yeah. And I mean, like, I don't want people to have to think like, oh, you have to vote a certain way. Go vote however you choose. Just be
Freely.
real about it.
The argument that makes me mad is now I'm hearing a lot of talk of, well, after the past election, I'm not going to vote because my vote ain't going to count. No matter what, you should always vote.
Right.
Mom said if you have an okay from the property owners, then sure, it's fine.
Yeah.
But that is true too. You would need to make sure that it was okay from property owners. And that being said, if you decide to do this, pick your trash up.
Yes. Yes.
Do not leave that area a mess. But you just gotta do some stuff, man. You got to sit out there. You gotta take your time and sit out there and watch these drop boxes and don't let them get away with this kind of stuff. So, trending in Virginia, top secret. List of documents removed from Donald Trump's Florida residence, Mar-a-Lago, includes materials marked as top secret and meant to be viewed only in secure government facilities. Huh.
Not if they're declassified. You can't remove top secret from a document once it's classified top secret, but you can put declassified over the top of it.
Well, I'm curious, does the former president has any power still to have unclassified documents?
He has the right to documents, but it's so convoluted a law that what he's created himself, the government can still claim it, but if they don't claim it, it's his.
Yeah. Lindsay says that's why I can't stand the black-pilled mentality. That's just only going to demoralize people from taking action to ensure a democratic process. Exactly.
Well, that's the point.
Yeah. They want to just demoralize. Yep. Get rid of the competition. Exactly.
If they could beat him, they wouldn't need to demoralize his voters.
Right.
But they've been looking for anything. They spent 7 years investigating this man. More than 7, but 7 years investigating him, and they have found nothing. Because if they would have found something, it would have been everywhere.
Letitia James in New York put out a statement that she has vowed to destroy his businesses. I mean, in any other country, she would be facing a judicial committee right now. In any other country.
But from what I hear, the man don't drink, so he's not going to be like Nancy Pelosi's husband. He doesn't smoke cigarettes. He doesn't do... The main thing it could get him for is he drinks Diet Cokes and he likes Wendy's hamburgers.
He likes McDonald's.
Died.
Yeah.
He
Who doesn't?
But I was like, that's the worst you can come up with, is that he's a little overweight.
Right.
Oh, yeah, and he eats McDonald's.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
If
He
that's
likes
the case,
he likes sugar-free Coke. He likes sugar-free drinks. Oh no.
I mean, I'll
Lucky
admit, Diet Cokes are not good for you, but if you're going to blame him for that, you got to blame the whole U.S. because there's a lot of people that drink Diet Coke.
Diet Coke was actually heavily marketed in the U.S. So
Sorry, folks, I had to go drop an FBI. It was a bull ringer.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Hey-oh.
Hey-oh.
Did it bite back, or did you manage to get it down in time?
Oh, it was good. It was all right. Once it broke free, it was okay.
The fact that
No hazmat.
Biden went on vacation right when this was happening.
No. He's staying at a donor's house.
Who?
In South Carolina.
Who is?
Biden.
Oh,
Biden's taking his son to meet a rich old widow.
Yeah. Biden won't speak on it. The only thing they said is he said he knew nothing about it.
Liar.
That's BS.
Well, he's
Yeah.
got dementia, so he might be right.
Yeah, I mean that's true.
Right.
I forgot about it. And nobody knows where Kamala Harris is. She's gone.
Nobody wants to know.
Yeah.
No, he wants to know. She's probably
Is she
sitting
missing?
in Joe's office.
I think I
And
saw her
that-
on the outside of a milk carton the other day.
For anybody who wanted to know, I'm boarding and bagging comic books that I picked up today.
Oh, what'd you
Oh.
get?
A whole bunch of Power Rangers.
Oh, there you go.
You had to ask.
Yeah. I like Power Rangers, if you can't tell.
No, you can't. No, really?
David's like, are you serious?
I thought you liked those Chinese knockoffs.
Now, did
You
y'all
did say
see,
knockoff, right?
Did y'all see what the new Captain America name is?
No.
New World Order.
Okay, I did see that.
Yeah. Ain't that a little wild?
Yep. Yes, it is.
I was in the metaverse, as they call it, and I was talking to people from other countries because if you want to know what's going on in your country, watch other countries' news. And they said they talk about it like it's well known, the whole New World Order thing. And that it's basically common speak now in other countries, just not in the U.S.
I don't doubt it.
I watch sometimes I watch the Indian news because they've got the best foreign English news service in the world right now. They put CNN to shame. They really do. And they're saying the American politicians are playing politics while the rest of the world is wondering when China's going to war. You know, and everybody is asking, is America going to defend India? Because India's saying, forget Taiwan. That's going to be the distraction. The big one, the biggest target that India says is going to be China's biggest target, it's going to be the Himalayas.
Really?
Because it's got the largest source of fresh water in the world.
Huh.
And it's the source of most rivers in India.
Speaking of India news, they said that the United States has a handicapped president.
Wow.
Huh.
They did say that on their news. That was the one thing I learned yesterday.
Yeah, but on the Indian news, they covered riots in Serbia, Netherlands, Italy, England, and I think France over elections, lockdowns, you name it. Everybody, the left were protesting in Paris about immigration. That's how bad it's gotten. It was a fight.
Huh.
The immigrants set fire to a French city because they wanted They burnt down a city because they wanted because they didn't like that. They wanted free housing. Then when they got it, they didn't like it, so they set fires, and now everybody's upset. But what's the American news? Nothing but politics playing politics.
Pretty much.
Is this WION news? Is that what you're talking about?
Well, they've got two. You got India Times, which is a mix of short news clips and articles, and then you got the iTimes. Yeah, that's the big one.
Yeah, I
the
watch
Indian
them.
CNN.
They've got some good. They've got some good info from a, different perspective. But sometimes they're not afraid to tell the real truth.
Like the corruption in Malaysia, billions missing. The country is on the verge of economic collapse, and they're also talking about the fact that Zelensky's got more aid in 1 year, right, than anyone's seen in the last decade, and yet there's no results. Why they're calling it? Did you hear Roger Waters? He said it too. It's a war crime.
No, I didn't.
You're supplying arms to a civilian conflict because you're talking how they want this new world order of peace, but then they supply arms to civilians in a conflict.
Didn't the money that we gave to Ukraine, didn't it go to China for their weapons?
Probably.
Because I was reading an article, it was saying something like that, but I wasn't sure if the article was legit or not. But because I don't think Ukraine has the resources to make their own weapons for a war.
They sort of do and sort of don't. Most of their factories have been destroyed. They did have an aircraft factory for fighter jets. That's been damaged.
Yeah.
But they have no major industry that could upscale quickly to make weapons. But what they did have has mostly been destroyed now anyway.
Lindsay says handicapped. That's an understatement. My mom says more like deranged. And then Lindsay says not a peep from MSN in the U.S. over Dutch farmer protest. Exactly. That's a. I wonder did anything ever happen with that?
What was it?
Okay, yesterday, 2 days ago, the Dutch farmers dumped manure on the highway, and they arrested one. They arrested one guy who was tweeting about it, saying that he was inciting a unspecified or action that starts with I.
Oh.
Because you can't say the I word on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Anybody?
Well, you can say it the same way that Chuck Schumer did. Erection.
Oh, yeah. Unless you pull a Chucky, that's right. Unless you pull a Chucky.
And if you pull a Chucky, you know what that means, right?
That means you're gay.
Means you're iced tea.
That means gay.
Yeah, the cops did shoot a protester. I don't know if that was the same one in Groningen or Delft. There was a couple where there was, but on the main central highway, they dumped several dump trucks full of unprocessed manure.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah.
Well, they're protesting because they have to spend thousands of dollars taking manure to a processing plant to be processed when that manure in 10 years has made less CO2 than Taylor Swift's jet.
Pittsburgh office has been sending our oil reserves to China. Exactly.
Yes.
The cop shot at one protester. Oh. I guess over in the whole thing.
Netherlands, yeah.
That's crazy.
Now, they're calling it the farmer protest, but it's not just farmers, but they're mostly farmers.
And hopefully they're mostly peaceful.
Yeah.
Now, the thing is, Canada is upset because Canada has been subsidizing its food, and without the Ukraine and all this, a lot of countries have been falsely reporting their output. Canada, for the last decade, especially under Trudeau, has been lying about their farm outputs.
Oh, really?
They've been reducing their farm outputs by making the crops be spread out further and further.
Well, did y'all hear about what's going on in California?
No, I try not to pay attention to California.
Well, they're making laws to where you can't be a private truck driver and have your own business truck driving. You have
They
to be
did that
a part of
2 years ago.
Yeah. Well, they're pushing it more now. There'll be fines and stuff. Yeah. So all these truck driving companies, small companies, are moving to other states. So now they're going to have a truck shortage So that's going to be a food shortage in California and everything else.
Well, they had been talking about how that they made it a rule in California that none of the trucks could be over 10 years old.
Yes.
So you had all these people, all these reliant drivers that couldn't get in and help. That's why we had so many ships off the coast.
That, and they had to have a California union ticket. They had to be California residents. They put their company had to be based in California. They started adding all these California first rules. Well, wait, California first? Is that like America first? But
well, here's the issue with it, though. They're just I don't know if they're trying to get people from California to move to other states, thinking they'll still vote the way California does to make other states go blue, or what they're trying to push. What's the narrative of why they're making it terrible to live in California? Like, Northern California has always been a red state. It's the Southern California that's not. And I don't know if they're trying to kick all the red out, or they're trying to make the blues expand out.
They're trying to make the blue rich at the cost of the red.
But
they're trying to turn school people. They're trying to carry out FDR's dream. FDR's dream was to make the union the middle class, a permanent voting class that would always vote blue. And as you know, they have to constantly meddle because as people get more affluent, they tend to become more conservative. Don't forget, the Democrat Party has an internal conflict between its 40% conservative and 20% radicals. And then you got the identity politics in the middle, who are trying to... It's a coalition that can't hold together. Yeah, French farmers have been described as rowdy, and in solidarity with the Dutch farmers, climate change. They're claiming on mainstream media that they're protesting climate change. Talk about cope.
It's definitely crazy. I was hoping when you talked about California, you were going to say it dropped off into the ocean.
Oh, yeah, everybody hopes.
Oh. That would be nice.
Yeah, I just thought what Lindsay said about bacon. Yeah, they want to reduce the amount of water go to farm, and they say pigs drink too much water, so they have to go.
So now let's talk about how changing the definition of stuff is benefiting one party. So
you mean the White House?
Yeah, it's
Orwellian.
The White House. But so Biden is actually starting to put up Trump's wall, but they're not considering building the wall. They're considering cleaning the area.
We're fixing what he broke is the new narrative.
Fixing what who broke?
Trump.
They're claiming Trump broke sections of the wall in Arizona.
Yeah,
right.
So they're taking the material and putting it up because Texas and Arizona. I don't know if Arizona's doing it yet, but Texas is starting to take all the illegals to, was it Washington?
They did it in Washington, and they've been doing it for several other places.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they dropped a busload the other day, and Mayor Bowser had a hissy fit saying, "We haven't got the resources to cope with this." And Abbott said, "Now you know how we feel."
Yeah. Good luck. Have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. You wanted them.
Yeah. Here they are. I'm glad. I mean, it's got some cojones all over him.
Well, he said when people move interstate, it's not always clear cut they're going to stay blue voters.
Right.
Most of the voters in Austin are Texans. The people who are swinging blue are mostly amnesty babies. That's why liberals want the amnesty babies.
Well, yeah, but I mean, if you think about like the traditional Hispanic person, they're 9 times out of 10 they're going to be Catholic. 9 times out of 10 they're going to have conservative values, family values.
But 40%
pro-life
of conservatives vote blue.
Really?
Only 40%. But for the last 20 years, 40% haven't voted. 40% of the Hispanics haven't voted. And now that they're starting to vote, they started to vote under Trump.
Oh, yeah, he got a huge turnout with the Hispanic vote.
Well, I mean, Tommy, look at your brother. Your brother had never voted before, and next thing you know, he voted for Trump.
Yep.
Look at look at the election of Kerry Lake. What was it? 60% turnout in the Hispanic community. If that goes national, Biden and half of the blue counties are gone. I won't say states, but I'll say a lot of blue counties will go red.
Oh yeah, I bet.
But see, Catholics didn't vote Democrat until Kennedy.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Why?
Because the Democrats were the party of the Southern Baptist, and they didn't like Catholics. KKK didn't persecute just certain minorities; they persecuted Catholics as well.
Yeah, Dr. Coffenels is experiencing some loud surroundings, but he dropped in the private chat. The Hispanic vote is moving big time, and I mean it's been pretty obvious.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I just said before, just look at Kerry Lake. Look at the turnout she got.
Yeah, realistically, the working class has moved to the right, while everybody else wants to move to the left.
You know what's funny? Lincoln's the Republicans were working class in the up until the Depression. That when they lost the working class.
Yeah.
And they lost the working class because FDR was buying the vote.
All right. But what you got to see right now, okay, we're still 2 years away from the major election, presidential election.
Maybe. It's not really as major as
maybe.
Congress.
But this is just the kickoff. Like, it's going to get so much crazier. There's going to be so much out there.
Tommy, I need to send you a link to this lady. Her name's Julie Green.
Yeah.
She does prophetic ministry. And she says that God says that it's not gonna make it out of 2022.
She makes a lot of predictions, and a lot of them are right.
Yeah.
I haven't seen hers, but there's another person that covers. It's like a fan page for her, and he was talking about her.
Gotcha.
Because I just searched up her name, but I don't know what her actual page is.
She's on Rumble.
Oh, okay, that's why I couldn't find her on YouTube.
Yeah, she had a YouTube page but got removed.
Of course.
Yeah.
Lindsay's right. Look at South America, but it's not just poverty, and crime. It's organized crime creating poverty in lockstep with government.
Big time.
From Mexico, Panama. Panama's resisting, but Panama's got Honduras and Nicaraguans and a lot of Venezuelans who are trying to stop. There's actually it's the only country where you see a migrant coalition trying to stop the other migrants.
Yeah,
because they're saying the second and third generation aren't coming to flee communism. They're coming to spread communism.
I don't doubt it.
That's one of the reasons why the Cubans, it's funny how the first and third generation are saying the second generation are spoilt brats.
No wonder they want to come here and why they'll vote Republican.
Yeah. But right now, the problem is you have the left loudly calling them the F word, and that scares a lot of the Latino voters because the F word really means something, especially in Argentina and Brazil.
What do you mean?
Because of the Pinochet and his allies.
So Biden hasn't taken back that he's running next year. I mean, running for 2024.
He said he will.
I know he said he will, but he hasn't said nothing since. Do you think if we get another debate between him and Trump, that would be absolutely amazing right now?
Oh, Trump would destroy him.
Yeah.
Point out every lie. Trump has. You saw the Trump ad. There's going to be more of those coming.
Oh yeah.
I would sit back with some popcorn and watch it like it was a movie. Like, it would be amazing.
But they said it's not going to be a traditional campaign. It's going to be mostly rallies and mostly advertising and mostly direct to the people.
Oh yeah. Did y'all see the
most
video
of his campaign? Yeah, it'll be a digital campaign this time.
Did y'all see the video he released when his house was getting raided?
No.
Yeah.
He released Trump released the video.
Oh yeah, what was it about?
Video. Talking about the overreach of government.
Where did he release it at?
I saw it on TikTok actually, and it's I can pull it up on YouTube and send it to you.
Okay. This is a first time for us. We're usually oh hey, the Clown World Review raid. Hey, what's up? Go on ahead, hit that subscribe button. You can always tune into us after you watch Clown World because they go live an hour earlier than we do. But we also do other things that they don't. We go live on Saturday mornings to play some video games, and we talk about this kind of stuff. We talk about all kinds of stuff. So feel free to hit us up on Saturday mornings because we'll be there chilling.
You know, this is really weird.
What?
They're saying that President Trump is not the same as Hillary Clinton email scandal because Hillary Clinton was only the Secretary of State. Wait a minute. Didn't Merrick Garland say nobody was above the law? Didn't he say that the law has to apply equally? I mean, it's if you've read out 1984, you'll understand it's doublethink, where they just basically say whatever gives them power. There's no consistency, there's no canon, there's no policy. It's just what gives them power at that time.
I put it in private chat, so.
Okay.
I didn't know you haven't seen it yet.
Nah, man, I'm not. Hey, let's see. Hang on just a second. Gap After Dark. Hey, I really appreciate it. Do you have a channel? Let's see. I will. I'll definitely go and check that out.
Oh yeah.
That's the one. I couldn't think of its name. A Nation in Decline.
It was during and after the raid this dropped.
We are a failing nation.
Gap After Dark. I think this is his channel. Right here.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit that sub. Cool. Been subbed for a while. Jesse summoned me. I sent him a link tonight. Because I saw him on Adam Shawhan's little live stream earlier today, and I just caught the tail end of it. I didn't realize that Jesse had been kicked off of YouTube and Instagram and stuff like that, or he's got a ban right now. I guess is what he said. He can't live stream or anything right now. But I mean, it's crazy because I haven't seen anything he's posted recently. But well, yeah. Anybody watching this, go check out Gap After Dark. He's got a toy channel.
Oh.
Let's do that right here. That'll be Facebook and YouTube. So, cool deal. Awesome. I always like making new friends and furthering our community. Even though Gary from Nerdrotics says community is a communist word.
Which is funny because he has a community of 9 people on Friday Night Tights.
Do what?
Except he referred to his Friday Night Tights as a community.
Right, I know that, but he was like, "We've got to get away from that word." I mean, whatever. It's you got
fellowship. That's it.
Yeah,
we have a fellowship.
That's why I like fellowship. There you go.
Oh no,
yes.
Amazon has burnt that word fellowship.
Right.
The ring.
Oh yeah, they did. I heard that was awful.
Yeah.
Right, let's see.
Her skin was alabaster, and they, according to Tolkien, and they're showing the Queen as not.
Nation in decline. We are a failing nation. We are a nation that has the highest inflation in over 40 years. Where the stock market just finished the worst first half of a year in more than 5 decades. We are a nation that has the highest energy cost in its history, and we are no longer energy independent or energy dominant, which we were just 2 short years ago. We are a nation that is begging Venezuela and Saudi Arabia for oil. We are a nation that surrendered in Afghanistan, leaving behind dead soldiers, American citizens, and $85 billion worth of the finest military equipment in the world. We are a nation that allowed Russia to devastate a country, Ukraine, killing hundreds of thousands of people, and it will only get worse. We're a nation that has weaponized its law enforcement against the opposing political party like never before. We've never seen anything like this. We're a nation that no longer has a free and fair press. Fake news is about all you get. We are a nation where free speech is no longer allowed, where crime is rampant like never before, where the economy has been collapsing, where more people died of COVID in 2021 than in 2020. We are a nation that is allowing Iran to build a massive nuclear weapon and China to use the trillions and trillions of dollars it's taken from the United States to build a military to rival our own. We are a nation that over the past 2 years is no longer respected or listened to all around the world. And we are a nation that is hostile to liberty and freedom and faith. We're a nation whose economy is floundering, whose stores are not stocked, whose deliveries are not coming, and whose educational system is ranked at the bottom of every list. We are a nation that in many ways has become a joke. But soon we will have greatness again. It was hardworking patriots like you who built this country, and it is hardworking patriots like you who are going to save our country. There is no mountain we cannot climb. There is no summit we cannot reach. There is no challenge we cannot meet. There is no victory we cannot have. We will not bend. We will not break. We will not yield. Ever, ever, ever. We will never give in. We will never give up. And we will never, ever back down. We never let you down as long as we are confident and united. The tyrants we are fighting do not stand even a little chance. Because we are Americans, and Americans kneel to God and God alone. And it is time to start talking about greatness for our country again.
That was good.
Did you know the US has digitized
Your mic's
debt?
off, Seth.
That's right. I forgot.
You got to give it to him, even if you don't like him. He makes a great video.
I mean, he made good points too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But see, the left will counter that by saying he is nothing but a relic of the oil companies who want to cling to their fossil fuels. You know, that their copium is the environment. You know, they have to save the world from.
We do not have the infrastructure to.
No, he said that.
Electric cars.
But the thing is, he's asked the question and they could not answer it. Where is the energy going to come from? The left's argument has always been it's not our job to give you the solutions, only to get you off oil. I do not understand this because oil isn't just a fuel, it's a lubricant.
There you go.
None of your shit. What are they going to lubricate the turbines on ships with?
I'm amazed we're still on YouTube.
I know, right?
I was amazed that video is still on YouTube.
Oh yeah,
it's not being promoted. That's the thing. Like I've had to show that video a lot to people because they haven't seen it.
Yeah,
it's more now. You have to ruffle through the crap to find good stuff on YouTube.
Absolutely.
Oh, I posted something real good on YouTube the other day. You want to see it?
Yeah.
Let me pull this up real quick. Hold on. David's got something he'd like to put on YouTube, but Tommy won't make it.
I know. As soon as I get time.
Look at that.
Oh man.
It loops perfectly. Exposed and
look at that.
Yeah, look. Oh, Lindsay, that's because YouTube doesn't want new content creators because it's costing. Did you hear about YouTube's power outage?
No.
Oh.
The Google server in the central server, cut off 40% of the country. Where they're going to get if they're having this much trouble now, imagine, yeah. Hungry now.
Get hungry now. There was something that got. Lindsay posted up just a little bit more. We were in the middle of something and I didn't answer. I didn't see this. Spectators, because this is why Jesse's stream or the footage of the shop owner. What shop owner?
Is that the one who stabbed the person in California or the one with the shotgun? There's two.
I don't know.
There's one where the Vietnamese guy in the tobacco shop, he was getting robbed and the guy jumped the counter to come for his money safe and he drew the line at them taking the money, take the counter stuff and run. Yeah, but then they jumped the counter. So he grabbed the knife off the guy and stabbed him with it. Yes, he was Vietnamese. And he stabbed the
one who stabbed, I believe he was Asian. I think I saw that. Is it the one where the guy kept screaming, "I'm dead" or something?
Yes.
Okay. Dude, that was, I seen that thing floating all over YouTube or Facebook. So for him to get kicked off for that, that sucks. They were looking for a
reason because they do that to a lot of people. They find a reason. There was a currency channel that I was following, and they broke the story about the US digitizing its debt, and they got taken down. Did you know that the US has digitized its debt?
No.
Yeah. Back in March, the central bank digital currency was launched. Federal Reserve notes are the only type of bank currency available to the general public. They're going to be traded digitally. But if you lose your token, you lose your money. Now, what they're doing is creating a digital dollar. And we've all heard how insecure, perfectly normal, all the problems with cryptocurrencies that are going on.
Oh yeah, here's another one I posted. If you guys want something else to make you hungry, here let's check this out. Yeah, Tommy,
my life be like.
I can't eat the word.
Well, you can't eat a lot of that.
Actually, Jonathan, Taco Tuesday was attacked because he got married in secret.
Yeah. Oh, here you go, Tommy. Here's finished product.
Oh.
Why do you got to be cruel to me?
Man, I'm telling you, dude. The other day, Saturday, when we was eating breakfast, I was sitting over there eating a whole order of gravy.
That's right, Gap. On just before the unspecified visit by the FBI, the Forbes came out with an article that the US is cracking down on digital currencies. And they let slip that Bitcoin is fully trackable, that they have trace and track software on Bitcoin. And they're going, and that's what the IRS has been hired, all these agents have been hired to do, is to go after all these new billionaires who haven't declared their income for the.
Right.
That's what they're claiming on Forbes.
I saw this today, and I want to see what you guys' opinion on it. What do you think? Spot the difference.
Yep.
Who guards presidents?
Right.
By the way, did you see how long it took him to put that jacket on? With help.
Yes. And then he knocked his glasses off and all that stuff.
Jill dropped them and he picked them up. Yeah. Jill dropped hers and she didn't even notice. Blind leading the blind. That's right. The IRS agents. Did you see the ad for the IRS agents, by the way?
Mm-mm.
Let me make sure.
I think we talked about it in the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah. Must be willing to use a certain type of force.
Oh yeah, we already talked about that. But
all right.
I mean, what is there anything extra you want to add to
that? There is an agency within the IRS called Criminal Enforcement Division, but it's usually done by the Secret Service.
Right.
And the Secret Service is wondering if the IRS are going to replace them, considering that they're outnumbering them 2-1. Because they're asking for 87,000 armed agents in a criminal enforcement division that usually relies on the firearms of the Secret Service to do that job.
Yeah, because what they're supposed to be, they're supposed to be able to use deadly force.
Must be willing to use deadly force in any situation. But yeah, it's funny because no other country has this many armed agents for tax.
Yeah, but I don't know,
and
man.
It outnumbers the Secret Service, who used to be the highest. you know, the FBI and Secret Service are supposed to carry out the armed enforcement. That the criminal division only has guns as self-defense in extreme cases like counterfeiting, etc., where they're going after the revenue.
Is that picture of the guy that starred in the movie Weekend at Bernie's?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Like, I don't think IRS should be carrying that kind of stuff out.
No, because you've got 30,000 armed federal agents. Why do you need 87,000 more?
Right.
How?
Well, you know what happens if you trust the IRS, right? That makes you.
That means you're gay.
Sorry, I can't help it.
Do you know the IRS is the only agency, and this happens in most countries, where you have to prove your innocence?
Yeah.
That's why they're arming the IRS, because they have an immunity under the law that no other agency has.
But does no one like? I don't see how anybody can't see this as government overreach. They're
because the left love federalism. They want federalization of the police.
Yeah, but 2 years ago, police were racist.
Yeah.
Yes, that's why they want to defund state police to make it federal.
Yeah, no thanks.
Do you want your officer to go to university to learn pronouns and sensitivity training? Look what happened in San Francisco. 1,000 felons released because they're the wrong color. Equity of outcome. We have too many of one race in prison, so we release them. But they committed the crime. That doesn't matter in their eyes.
So,
well, they can't merge the FBI and IRS because the agencies have charters which have to be first dissolved.
Yeah.
Which is why they created Homeland Security.
Which one do you think should be paid more attention to? The IRS thing going on right now or the FBI thing? Which one is at the top of y'all's priority to pay attention to?
One is to always distract from the other, which is all to distract from the digitization from the US currency, which is all to distract from the fact that the world's economies for the last 10 years have all been falsely reporting GDP growth.
There's literally nothing that you should focus on.
Yeah.
Because everything is to cover up everything else.
Yeah. The thing you should focus on is taking power off them as often as you can.
Well,
you guys look at the private chat, you see Dr. Coffin Nails. He said, okay, David is scaring the S out of me right now.
But
it's good. If you don't get it, if you don't get it out of you, it builds up, man. It builds up. All the anger and tension builds up. You got to get it out. Let it out. Voice your frustration and then say to them, yeah, we're going to take your power off them. We're going to put oversight. We're going to put rules on you. You have too many agents.
So Obama made a speech when he was in office saying the best way to control a nation, and I'm improvising on what he said, so it may be a little bit different, but is to confuse the country with so much information, true, false, it don't matter. Just dump the information on them so they can't focus.
That's not an original quote.
Huh?
That's Obama quoting somebody else. I'm trying to find who it is.
But it feels like that's what's going on right now. They're dumping UFO information out right now.
That was actually started by Trump because of the buildup of people releasing information on their own. Yeah, Obama was quoting a
fixed
conversation he had with somebody else on propaganda, which was actually a conversation FDR had in World War II with Roosevelt. I mean, Roosevelt had with Truman over the use of propaganda. And they said, is this way for the US to enter the war is to overload the public with information. Because don't forget, the public was against the war. I mean, it's good.
Yeah. But
yeah, but I mean, a lot of dictators have all followed the Orwellian path. You know, doublethink to create confusion to pacify, because confusion pacifies the population.
Now,
they've all used propaganda.
Do y'all believe that this raid will benefit Trump or hurt him?
It's already benefited him. He's raised the record amount of money. He's got more money than RNC and DSC combined. Because as far as he sees it, he's now running against both. He's running against Lindsey Graham and the Rhinos, and he's running against Biden and the BS Brigade.
Let's see. Jesse Waters this was 2 hours ago, but Jesse Waters says that he's convinced that demented weasel Merrick Garland is going to try to get Donald Trump indicted by a rigged DC jury before the midterms.
Wouldn't be surprised. Oh, Harris has come out with a statement that she has full confidence in the DOJ.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
It's easy to be confident in something that you rig.
Yeah, but it's the chicken or the egg. Who came first, the corrupt bureaucrats or the corrupt politicians? And her died. I think I mentioned that, didn't I? She crashed while drunk. She did a Paul Pelosi, but he survived.
So I'm curious who, because they said there's a mystery person that was in Pelosi's husband's car when they got in a wreck.
It was a prostitute.
And it just wasn't
no way
in his system.
Yeah. Apparently the police drove the they said they drove his escort home. So
But it wasn't just alcohol in his system that got him the DUI. It was something else.
But it might be Viagra. So because he hasn't been charged with a drug felony.
Well, they also took the day of the trial. They took the judge that was supposed to be, and switched it with another one that's a campaigner for Nancy Pelosi.
Well, as Jesse said, he got the judge he wanted.
Yeah.
GOP congressman sent a letter to the IRS about agency stockpile, asking what they intend to do with all that ammunition, considering they said that previous statements, they said they weren't arming themselves, and then put out to the oversight committee that they do have a stockpile.
Right now, Trump is going to jail is trending on Twitter.
Who cares what they say? They're
I know,
idiots.
it's just funny.
I know. How many times have they said that now? Every day for the last 7 years, right? We got him this time.
Well, after a second bout of isolation, the president
Tulsi Gabbard has condemned the visit. Marjorie Taylor Greene has filed articles of impeachment against the Attorney General. Wait a minute. You know, Iran tried to assassinate somebody yesterday. Yesterday, John Bolton issued a statement that the Iranians tried to assassinate him. US has filed charges against an Iranian military operative in a plot to assassinate former Trump advisor John Bolton. I wonder if that's why the FBI suddenly had to race to a judge for a... Well, like you said before, everything's to distract from everything else, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, an Iranian resident guard officer has been arrested. And apparently gunmen on motorcycles assassinated Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard leader, or at least one of his closest officers. So that didn't take John Bolton long, did it? To get... Wonder what favors he pulled in Israel to get that off.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Iranians
I
also
heard
have
about
$1 million bounty on Pompeo's head.
Pompeo, yeah.
Oh, I don't doubt it, because that dude's Twitter is littered with death threats.
No, they can't be, because Twitter doesn't allow them. Right. I'm surprised the Justice Department bothered to file charges against the Iranian for trying to assassinate John Bolton. I thought they'd give him a Freedom Medal and send him on his merry way. Guess they're still pretending that there's a Justice Department, right?
Yeah.
That's what's trending.
I don't see it right now. It must have dropped off. Emergencies Act, impeach. Emergencies Act and impeach are trending. Charlottesville, Trump is going to jail. The DOJ is trending. The DOJ warrant referring to Donald Trump as F. POTUS is just the icing on the cake.
All copium by people who cannot handle the fact the world does not operate like a video game where if you just want something, it will happen, where there are no negative consequences to your actions. If you make a mistake, you just hit the reload button. I mean, they're all grossly immature, woefully underprepared for life, and they have no idea how the real world works. They're safe in their little bubble. Probably just called me an attention seeker on Twitter. Wow.
What? What'd you say?
Somebody just somebody called me an attention seeker on Twitter. And I said, yes, I am.
Well, you are an author, so.
And?
That's exactly right. As an author, I seek attention. That is one of the reasons why people create art, to get attention. But there's good attention and then there's negative attention. The liberals just can't seem to grasp the difference. It's like that man on who was trending yesterday, gave that interview on Fox saying, "Why should Trump be arrested? Because of all his crimes. Can you tell me what crimes?" I don't want to talk to you now.
David, I changed your name.
So anybody that uses the program we use, StreamYard, there is a new setting showing where you can mirror your camera. So when you point at somebody, it works a lot better.
Yeah.
Yep.
I love it. David, point to your right. See? You're pointing to your left. If you go into settings, click on camera.
Yeah.
And look, you'll see camera resolution, and mirror my camera.
Mirror my camera.
If you select that, you will be able to. Oh, no.
Oh, I did it.
Are you pointing left?
Yeah. I'm left-handed, remember?
No. But that's weird. It's not. We're not seeing it. We're seeing it we're seeing your right.
I'm left-handed. That's why you think that's why I'm not mirrored. I'll undo it. And I'll do it again. See? That's how it is. Right? That's why you think it's right, because it makes me look right-handed, but I'm left-handed.
I wonder if it just works on our camera. Hold on. Point to me, Seth. See, you're not pointing to me.
Really?
Yes, it's just for our view. It's not for the video view.
What?
I'm pointing to you right now. Am I pointing to you?
No.
Oh, it's only for us.
Hold on. I'm going to take a picture of this and send it to you.
That's so stupid.
Okay, I'm sending this to you.
But dude, it's stupid because like when we look back, like I can look over, I'm looking over on my screen right now.
Yeah.
On my third screen, I've got the stream pulled up and I'm pointing totally opposite directions.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So what we see is what you see. That's why it's not working.
Yeah, that's so weird.
So wait, we might want to take that off then, because that's gonna make us do opposite.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, so is that like a trickery, or I don't know?
That's weird.
That kind of makes me mad though.
I'm confused, but I can't get my camera to work anyway, so I don't know.
Basically, there's a mirror.
It's only for yourself.
But it's only for you to see, not the audience.
That's pointless.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, for real, that's crazy.
Like, I don't understand why they would even have that feature if it doesn't do nothing.
Right. You know, because I always wondered, like, if somebody hit it, it's like, because I noticed that my mic and stuff never changed on that. Yeah. That's so weird.
Yeah, because your mic would have been on the other side.
Yeah. But see, well, you can't see it. You can't see the change.
No, I can't see the change at all.
See, I can see the change.
Yeah.
Dang on. I'm going back and forth just to do it.
Yeah, and I'm not seeing nothing. You're just sitting there like this.
That's so weird. I'm gonna leave it mirrored because that way I can at least see my Gab said your other left, David.
I know, because they didn't realize that what I see is exactly what. Yeah. It's weird. It would. I'm turning it off because, like, yeah. Why would you mirror yourself if it's not working? Although I wonder if there's a filter. No other filters. So I was going to say, is there an option to broadcast? But no. Nothing.
Do what?
And the other, I was just wondering if I scroll down, if there's other filters, but no, it's just mirror my camera at the bottom.
Tommy, I sent you a video.
And Tommy's muted. Probably watching it.
Yeah, it doesn't show that on the screen.
Dude, that's crazy though.
Like, maybe that's why they didn't announce it.
David, and Dr. Coffin knows. I posted that on our group chat if you guys want to see it, because it's weird.
Okay.
Like you can see it going back and forth, flip flopping. I mean, Dr. Coffin knows you don't have anything to worry about because you never on camera anyway.
Well, I need to get a new computer. Is what I need to do. I still haven't got around to doing that.
Tommy, what are you doing tomorrow?
Weed eating. What are you doing?
I really need to go to Blacksburg. And go drop off that comic.
Oh, the one in the case?
Yeah, I need to get it fixed. He's the only person I know around here that deals with CGC.
But they do the best grading system, don't they?
Yeah.
Did you talk about the Joker sequel being a musical?
I think we have.
What?
Yeah, it's going to be retarded.
Lady
That is
Gaga.
the dumbest thing I've heard all day.
We're talking about Lady Gaga being Joker last night, but I thought that was I thought they were doing multiple, for the time jump, but no, apparently that's not happening. They keep changing what the Joker 2 is going to be, and fans are upset because the latest version has a musical, and it's like, no. I thought originally it was just going to be Lady Gaga because they needed a singer to do the nightclub act.
Yeah.
Well, I was watching the Hawkeye series on the Disney Plus, and when they did a musical scene with the Avengers, and that's when I cut it off. I was like, nope, can't do it.
Dr. Coffin, what are you up
to? In general, or just
right now? Because it sounds like you're wrapping something for Christmas.
Oh, I was just cleaning out a desk. So
you got a lot of papers
sorry about
in that
that
desk. It's all right.
Yes, I do. But at least my neighbors are finally quieted down. So.
So, Coffin, you said you wanted to say something, how your week or something was going.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I got it. I got an amusing story for you, but you guys will probably get a kick out of this because you're all sound like you're pretty handy with stuff. So I'm trying to help out my mom. She's trying to do a garage sale and get rid of some stuff. So she's got a treadmill that needs taken out of the basement. She can't remember who put it there, who assembled it there. Sears probably assembled it there 20 some years ago. And so I have to spend, like an hour getting the thing apart so I can get it up the stairs because it will not fit up the stairs.
Ooh.
Assembled. So it was obviously assembled downstairs. So I disassemble the thing. I somehow get it upstairs, almost kill myself, get it out there. And I've taped the ones, I know which one's the left and which one's the right arm that go up to the console. Yeah. So I know I'm putting the left one on the left one, and this thing will not fit. I'm banging on it. I'm pounding on the damn thing, and I've somehow get it on there, even though I beat the hell out of it to do it. And then I look on there, I realize they're pointing down instead of up. So that's why they wouldn't go on.
Nice.
So I realized this after about 2.5, 3 hours. So it's like, you know how they make things so they don't fit to let you know they're not supposed to go on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you put them the wrong frickin' way. But I'm
reminds-
so stubborn that I almost made it go on there. I'm lucky I didn't strip all the bolts out. Was able to get it on there. So I thought you'd get a kick out of it. Somebody should get some enjoyment out of it because it ruined my whole fucking day. So
That reminds me of a story. I had a buddy call me and ask me to help him move a pool table. And I was like, yeah, sure. And this table was beautiful. It had the Jack Daniels logo and the felt. Beautiful hardwood. And I was like, that's a slate table. And he goes, what does that mean? I go, it's going to be the heaviest thing you probably ever lived in your life.
Oh, yeah.
And he goes, well, we got to carry it up. He said we went down the spiral staircase.
Oh, God, a spiral staircase?
Yeah, so I was like, well, maybe the basement has another opening somewhere. Because he had a decent-sized basement. And I was like, there's no way they got it down that spiral staircase. He goes, yeah, I need to help move it up. We're going to have to carry it up the spiral staircase. I was like, no, that's going to be impossible to do. He goes, why? And I was like, you ain't going to lift this over your head. Like, you're not going to do it.
Unless you got a death wish or something.
In here? And he goes, oh, they used to have a garage door over here, but they done boarded it up and put the walls in. And I was like, well, this thing's staying here for the rest of its life unless you cut it in half and take the slate out, move it.
There's no way.
Ruin the felt. So
there's no way.
Yeah.
So what did he end up doing? Just leaving it there?
No idea. I left that day and we haven't talked about it since.
I
would love to have it.
I had a friend call me one time, and he said that he needed help moving a TV. So we got his TV, put it on the back of his truck, came back into town, and as we pulled in the driveway, he forgot that there was a carport and ran the whole thing up under the carport, shoving the truck straight down.
Jesus.
It was hilarious.
That was me. It wasn't even like it was one of them big projector TVs, but it was the HD projector TV. And it came with a whole entertainment center and an Xbox. And the dude was just giving it away for free.
When he hit that carport, the whole truck sank.
I can imagine.
And it's just from habit. I always parked in that spot.
Yeah, good stuff. But I think we're about timed out for tonight. What do you guys think? Anything else y'all want to add?
No, I'm exhausted and I'm now scared for my life thanks to David. So we'll just. But it's a good kind of scared. You want to be aware what the hell's going on.
Yeah, Dr. Coffin, you should go buy a gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to do that.
Yeah.
Gap After Dark. I've been checking out his videos while we've been on here. He's got some good videos.
Yeah.
Audience needs to check it out.
Yeah, I dropped a link earlier. We're gonna make some good videos, but we need an intro first.
Yes. I just need to.
David sent me three videos so far.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
2. I sent you one twice.
Okay.
Wow. I think
I
accidentally
downloaded
sent
the
it twice.
first one onto my computer. Do y'all want a background music while he's talking, or just?
He just wanted you to put a men's room logo on the first, like Fade in Men's Room special on it or something.
Yeah.
To get it out there.
We gotta
logo.
I can throw something together real quick and pop it up tomorrow if y'all want. I was just trying to make it something more permanent.
Something.
Yeah, I guess do something for quick, but I mean, I would like to have something nice, But anyway, we can talk about this off air. Anyways, hey, all of our links are down below. Buy David's book, because if you buy David's book, he's one step closer to coming to America and leaving a better life. which we should make that a commercial.
Yes, we were talking about making a commercial, but we hadn't had Tommy.
Yeah. Dr. Coffin Nails, check him out. He doesn't have any links down below because he's afraid of people finding out who he is.
He's
Tommy Gunn
in the dark.
Tommy Gunn doesn't really do anything. I handle all the social media. Okay, well, good.
You guys know who I am.
Yes. Yeah. Anyway, you guys have a great night. Coffee and gaming tomorrow at 6 a.m. We're gonna have a good time hunting. It'll be great.
Moose.
We did it this morning too. It was fun.
Yes, we were hunting moose, and an elk hunted him.
Dude, I got rammed. I seriously got hit.
He got pummeled. He went over a cliff, and his horse landed on him.
I wanted to kill this stupid horse.
Yeah, we're thinking of renaming it Karen and introducing it to the joys of dynamite.
Dude, I did. I killed the. I tracked it down and killed it. The elk that hit
he
me.
did.
And then I started kicking it, and then I threw a piece of dynamite at it.
But then the horse started to panic.
Yeah, and the horse hit me.
Dynamiting a dead.
I'm gonna see if I can find it real quick because it was funny. Let's see, where were we? It was on towards the end. Oh, there's the. There's where we were at the witch doctor, and I drank potion, and it made me fall asleep.
And it gave him a temporary boost, which really didn't last that long. So really, another word meaning they were right about the temporary boost.
I just noticed that it says David the Attention Seeker Applegate under there. Did you just now change that? Or has that been like that all whole show?
No, he changed it after I said somebody called me an attention seeker on on Twitter.
So,
yeah, you said that. I didn't realize that it said that the whole time.
So when you're the host of StreamYard, we have the ability to change somebody's name. We also our screen looks different than y'all's screen. We have we can see everybody in the green room when they pop up and stuff like that, and we got the banners and stuff we can pop up. It was weird for me when I logged in on my cell phone and I had none of that pop up with it.
Yeah, but what are you trying to say about that?
What? I was just explaining that you can change his name and stuff.
Oh,
like
yeah.
So Seth, how did you feel about Comic-Con? We went last week. What was your take on it?
It was fun. I found it.
He found it. Look at his face. He found it. All right. You'll understand it.
I've been off all week, and I really wanted to play this a lot, but with the wife not being able to pick up the kids or anything, I just had. Oh, dude, I heard it. I haven't been able to do much. Or maybe it's a moose. I don't know if it's an elk or a moose. But the other day, she made a mistake and picked up the kid, and I was like, "Oh, you're good. Oh, you're good." Yeah, play some coffee and gaming. Right. Let's see. I take a taste of some kind of potion. Come on, where is it? Right up here. Right on this rock.
Something moving down there.
Watch this. So he get another guy. Bam! What in the world? Dead, bro. You're freaking dead, bro.
He's hunting you.
Oh, dude, you're
it's
done.
It's on
You
like
are
Donkey
done
Kong.
for.
I'm coming for you, boy.
You almost lost him.
I know.
And
we want to be you.
That's what you
Oh,
get.
blamey.
For
God.
messing with the bull.
He just ran me right over.
And then ran away, thinking you'll take the hint. No.
He's perfect, though. I wasn't even trying.
No. What's this elk, isn't it?
Yeah, but I don't need an elk. Is there any trinkets I could use with an elk?
I was about to check the trinkets, but
You need legendary.
You know what? Just
yeah,
for
the
that.
trinkets are legendary.
Just for
Trinkets and
that.
talismans.
Stepping on him.
Elk antler. He's actually moving it. Didn't notice that the first time.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
here he
get
comes.
fool.
Look at
That's what you give for running me over. Hoots, go away. I'm trying to do something.
Okay,
I said,
for the elk
Hoots,
antler,
go
you
away.
need
I'm
to
trying to do
hunt and
something.
skin the legendary elk. And he increases your money loot by 10%.
I threw dynamite at him.
That's would be useless.
Hoots, you alright? No, no.
You alright? No. This is really smug.
Hoots, you good, buddy? I'm sorry. Hoots, you good, buddy? I'm sorry. Oh, that's a little taste of what we do for coffee and gaming. So anyway, check out all of our links down below. Coffee and gaming's tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. It'll be a good time. But until then, you guys have a great day. We'll see you soon. And as always,
that means you're gay.
just kidding.
Donald Trump don't trust China. China is asshole.
Bye.